The following program has been generously funded by the Patterson Foundation.
Hello, welcome to This Book is Cool. My name is Beth Duda, and I'm the director of the Suncoast Campaign for grade level reading. I'm delighted that you're here with us today because we're going to be talking about a wonderful book. It's called A Chair for My Mother. And we have a special guest to tell us why she thinks this book is cool. Today, we have with us Leah Verier-Dunn. Hi, Leah.
Hi, Beth.
How are you today?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
I'm terrific, and I'm just so pleased that you are with us today to talk about this wonderful book. Can you share with me one of the reasons why you think this book is cool?
Absolutely. I think that the artwork in this book is absolutely gorgeous. I particularly love the big velvet chair that's covered in roses. It really looks like a comfy spot to snuggle up and read.
I want to show the audience the illustration that you're talking about. I agree with you. That chair is beautiful. I admire so much that the whole family is working together to be able to buy a chair for Mom. What appealed to you about that part of the story?
Well, I really loved that the whole community helped by bringing the family items for their new home. And I loved the bright illustrations on this page and its colorful contrast to the previous page, which is gray tones and shows the house burned down.
So the family had a tragedy. There was an accidental fire at their house, and all of them were safe, but they lost a lot of their possessions. I love the way the whole neighborhood came together to bring them things, and they brought them tables, and they brought them appliances they needed, and curtains, but they didn't have a big, comfortable chair for the mother.
I really love that this story features 3 generations of women, the girl, her mama, and her grandma, and they all work together to reach their goal to save enough money to buy their dream chair.
And it wasn't even that they were saving, $20 at a time. They saved their coins. And that must have taken such a long time, but they had this goal. And their goal was to buy the most beautiful chair they could find for their mother. And little by little, day by day, all of them working together, they were able to reach that goal. And when they go to buy the chair, it made my heart so happy. I want to show a picture that the author has shared with us about a whole line of people coming up to the house, and all of them with something to give the family. Now, Leah, I'm delighted to have you with us today because I know you as a very generous person. And I wonder, have you ever helped out a neighbor or a friend by donating something to them that they could really use?
Yes, my favorite thing to do right now, because I have children, is to help them understand that concept as well. So we always, for my kids' birthdays, pick a charity that we love, and instead of just collecting toys for them, we do something, either books or toys, to give to pay forward to a community organization or a family that might need help.
That's a wonderful thing, and it's great to help everybody realize how good it makes you feel when you're able to help somebody else.
Absolutely.
So, Leah, before we go today, I'm wondering if you could share with our audience why you think reading is so important.
I think reading is probably one of the most important things we can do because it allows us to travel through time to another world. It lets us turn our minds on, and without a prescribed idea in front of us, it lets us travel to new ideas and new places and really get to explore our own self in relation to different topics and concepts.
I agree. I love to escape by jumping into a wonderful book and experiencing a story or experiencing a place that I've never traveled before. Or sometimes it's really fun to visit somewhere that you know really well. And it gives you that feeling of belonging. So thank you for being with us today. Thank you for sharing a chair for my mother with us. And maybe most importantly, thank you for sharing your generosity and your wonderful spirit with all of us. It was great to see you.
Great to see you too. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
I loved how Leah was telling us how important it is to give back to our community. It's wonderful to be able to be somewhere in a city or a community where you feel like people know you and they want to help you. And it's even better when you have an opportunity to help somebody else. This book not only has wonderful illustrations, it also has some fabulous words for our word bank. The first word we're going to add to our word bank is the word boss. Boss. A boss is a person who's in charge of something, somebody who is in control. So at an organization, the boss usually is the person who tells people what to do and how to do it. Boss. The next word for our word bank is the word exchanged. Exchanged. Exchanged means taking one thing to replace something else. So sometimes if you purchase something at a store and it's not the item you want, you take that item back to the store and you exchange it for the thing that you want. Our next word is the word bargain. Bargain. A bargain is when we're able to purchase something at a very good price. Sometimes it's on sale, and we call that getting a bargain. Our next word is the word silverware. Silverware. Silverware means knives, forks, and spoons that we use for eating. Silverware. Our next word is the word flames. Flames. Flames are what we see when something's on fire. They're really a mix of burning gas and vapor, and it gives off a flickering light, and we call that flames. We have a fun activity for you for this book, A Chair for My Mother. As we mentioned, 3 generations of women saved up money in order to buy a chair for Mother. And we want you to have a jar, and you can save up to buy something. So you can get a clear jar. It doesn't have to be clear, but it's an awful lot of fun to be able to put coins in and watch them as they grow. So you can get a jar. You can do this with your whole family. You could have Mom put in some coins, or if Grandma has some extra change, she might give it to you for your jar. You could do it with your brothers and sisters or friends. When everyone contributes to the jar, it will fill quicker. And it's also a nice idea to pick out the thing that you think you might want to buy with the money in the jar. Now, it could take a little bit of time, so patience is important. But I hope you'll take the time to have a money jar and save your change. We're so glad you were with us today for this episode of This Book is Cool. We hope if you have your own money jar, you'll take a picture of it and send it to us. You can send it to connect@grade-level-reading-suncoast.net. We'd also be very interested if you'd like to put together your own episode of This Book is Cool. Select a book that you really like. Tell us why the book is terrific. Pick out a couple of vocabulary words to send to us, and maybe think of an activity that goes along with the book. You can send your episode of This Book is Cool to connect@gradelevelreadingsuncoast.net. Thanks for being with us today. We can't wait to see you again soon. And remember, reading is the key to succeeding. Bye.